Now, when it comes to the handstand push-up, whether you're doing a freestanding version like this or with your feet against the wall, most people struggle with this bottom position. So this bit here, just before the head touches the floor. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through variations of how we can condition, strengthen, and just work this bottom position where the head is very close to the floor. So it's this bit here, just as the head is kissing the floor. So any of you that are working partial range handstand push-ups or just starting to play with the freestanding versions, you'll probably find if your head touches, you feel like all your energy disappears. Either you lose balance or you just don't have enough oomph to push back up again. Now, some of that could be down to strength, but a lot of the time it's just you're in the wrong position or you're just not conditioned enough in that bottom position where you need to be in the perfect place to change direction and push back up. So today I'm going to go through the step-in handstand push-up, the wall assist, the box assist, the pike push-up, the eccentric pause, and finish with the crow. So now they're easy and hard variations. I recommend you have a play with each of them, find out the ones that you can spend good time under tension for sets and reps so you get a benefit from it and fill that gap to get your handstand push-up. So the first one is probably the hardest variation. So I'm actually going to step into a bottom of the handstand push-up, lift up into that position, have the head, see the forehead is just kissing the floor. Now you see I can hold this for time, I can hold a conversation. Now it's not because I'm so much stronger than you, it's just because my balance in that position, my sweet spot is really good because I've done lots and lots of repetitions, variations of different drills where my head is just kissing that floor all the time, but I'm still balanced. As soon as you're not in a balanced position, you're gonna have to put more energy into trying to save the balance, and then you just don't have the energy to push back up or just hold in the position. Now, if you can do this one and hold for time, so you could do reps and sets there, you could do like 5-second holds. You could have this toe very, very light on the floor, but ideally you would be in that straight body position because we want to mimic as close to the real handstand push-up as we can. And I definitely recommend you video from the side as well because you want to make sure you're getting that correct angle where what's in front of the hand is counterbalancing what's behind. Now exactly the same, but this time up against the wall. So I'm going to try and get in that best position where my toes are just on the wall, but I can hold in that bottom position. Same thing again, I want to have light toes here. I don't want to be leaning too hard against the wall. I want to find that sweet spot again, and you're going to have to play around with your distance away from the wall with the hands. But the good thing about this is very measurable, so you could put a marker down where your hands are, so where I'm starting. It doesn't feel right if I feel like I've got too much weight in the wall. I can move a little bit closer back towards the wall, which is going to bring the weight more on top of the hands. Same thing, if you can do that one, reps and sets there, aim for around that 30 seconds time under tension per set. So if you do 10-second holds, you want to do 3 reps. If you do 5-second holds, you want to do 6 reps. Then we could do different variations using the box. So I could be on my knees in this position. So obviously there's a little bit of support, a little bit of weight on the legs, and it's definitely much easier here to hold this position. I could be there. I could do the same thing with toes on the box. So more in that position, so I'm trying to mimic with the straight leg, get that positioning correct, and I can feel how light this back foot is. And obviously you can change the height of the box. Very similar as the pike handstand push-up, probably a little bit easier to get into and not so scary because your feet aren't up in the air. So start with that open shoulder position. I'd lower down into it, a bit more of an eccentric position, and just try and hold there with the head just kissing the floor. Just watch the pike handstand push-up because people tend to bring the hip too low, making it a bit more of a normal push-up position. You want to try and get that angle of the torso the same as the handstand push-up. Probably just as hard as number one, if not harder, is to lower down through your eccentric. So you could do this freestanding or against the wall, and then now hold. So that's where you do your time, head just kissing the floor. Try and find that sweet spot. Now, if you can do this one, you're already very close to the full range handstand push-up. And then a favorite that I put in nearly all of my programs I do for my clients. So the crow position, just coming down, see if you can get your forehead to kiss the floor there and hold. This one's a real good one to understand balance, efficiency. So everyone should basically be able to do that. If they can hold a crow position, if you get the body in the right place, you should still be able to do a crow, but with that head kissing the floor and that seesaw, the hips and the shoulders just in that sweet spot. And then obviously the ultimate goal is whichever variation you're doing, try, test the concentric coming down to that position that you've been conditioning. So where I'm kissing the floor. Yes, buddy? You can't reach the door handle. Well, I'm just going to do 2 more reps. Watch this. Oh, I can. Oh, you can. Okay. 1. Oh. And 2. Let me know if you have any questions. Check out the website, www.paultwyman.com.au, and I'll speak to you next time. Thanks, guys.